Hi. Hi, besties. How you doing? How was your day? How was your day? Mine was interesting. I have good news. So today, I got the final edited manuscript for my journal. I'm so excited. Like, I've had this journal edited before and I didn't like the outcome. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So I dumped it. And now looking at what I have now, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it. I'm very serious. I'm sure you've not seen this part of me before. Most people that think they know me. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm feeling. I'm just excited. Seeing this has made my day. Yeah. So how you doing? How you doing? How was your day? Just now, let's just. Who is here? Let's just. How was your day? Mine was amazing. Yeah, mine was amazing. Today I'm having two guests. I'm having two guests today. Let me see if I can get them on the phone because I can't see them on our live. In my life, be glorified, be glorified. In my life, be glorified, be glorified. Just want to copy the link and share. Ah, do I go off and come back? Oh, why are you having problem loading the video? Hi people, hi people. Because I can't even see myself live, so let me just go off and come back on because I can't see myself. And I assume that that's the challenge. Oh, there's somebody here. Okay. Hi, Queen Esther. Thanks for coming. Hi, whoever is on Miss to Mrs. Hi. Hi, you. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I think she's having problems joining the copy the link. Okay. Copy the link and send. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about this time. Oh, hey, good. I don't even know what to say right now because I think it's a network challenge. I don't know what other excuse to give because okay. And no, I'm not going off. I'm not going off. So, like I was saying to you, Jerry, let's just while we're waiting for them. So today I got the final manuscript for my journal. So I've had a lot of questions being asked. Nice to have you here, Queen Esther. Thank you so much for coming on board. So I've had a lot of questions being asked about the journal, and the biggest of them all, which is questions that my colleagues and different brides have asked me. Does it mean that I don't need a planner if I have the journal? You need a planner. Okay. So what does the journal help you do? The journal is supposed to help you document your thoughts. So the kind of colors you want for your wedding, the kind of the kind of dress you want to wear, how many bridesmaids, what are their phone numbers, what do you want them to wear? There are columns for everything. What do you expect from your DJ? What do you expect from your MC? What song do you want them to play for your first dance? What song do you want them to play for your entrance? Document all that information so that any planner can hold on to it and can work with it. Yeah. So if you give this journal to your planner, you've documented all your thoughts. There's no need for long minutes. Of course, there'll be need for long minutes, but it will help you as a bride think through before you sit down to a meeting with your planner. And if you don't have a planner, you're doing it by yourself, but you have a coordinator, your coordinator can read through your journal and then understand what's expected of her on the day of the event. So there in the journal too, you'll find the difference between a wedding planner and a wedding coordinator. They are not the same people. Also, the wedding decorator is not the same person as a planner. They can play interchangeably. Their roles can be they can play the same role. Let me not speak too much English. My side is the one that is the English guru. I am just a planner. I try to make things organized. So a planner can sit on the same table as your decorator. A planner can be your decorator, but they play different roles. So you'll be invoiced separately for both roles. So for those of you who will get decorator and call them your planners, learn. Okay? Learn. I'm still waiting for our speakers to join so I can bring them on board. Thank you so much for coming. Ola Noel, I'm grateful. Thanks for joining us. Oh, one person is here. I've accepted, right? Yes, I have. So she'll be coming on board now. I'm so excited. I am excited. I'm excited about today. I am excited. So network, don't do me what you know how to do. This is Nigeria, But the Nigeria that I know is a Nigeria that works, a Nigeria that network is perfect, a Nigeria that NEPA can't remind me. I'm going to put the inverter so they don't do us what happened in 1975. But yeah, network, please allow my guests to come in. Dear network, please allow my guests access. Give her access. Today we're going to be talking to two decorators, two event designers. Yeah, I got that correction. So I'm going to... Okay, so since I don't know what is happening here, I think I'll just invite you to join. Margaret, are you the one on board as Mommy Dara? Hi, Omolara. Oh, hi. Nice to have you here.
Good to be here.
Nice to have you. Well done. Hi. Thanks for coming. Fine, I'm excited. I had a very good day. So I'm kind of excited. So I ticked off a lot of things on my to-do list today, and it's amazing. I'm excited. So I got the final manuscript for my journal, and it's looking like it should look. If you get what my drift, it's looking like what I've always wanted. So network, behave yourself today, because we are going to talk about a lot of things. Let me invite Margaret in. So I've sent her an invite to join. So as soon as she can, she will join me. But since you're here already, let's get to meet you. Hi, hey, life is happening to Margaret. So what's happening? What are you doing in the car? Oh, well, Nigeria is happening to all of us. It is well. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Nice to have you on board. I'm so excited to have both of you here. Two of my very favorite event designers. Thank you for agreeing to come on board with me this evening. So, everybody knows
You're
my name.
welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, Margaret.
Bestie, which one is Margaret? Mind yourself.
We're on live, please. Let's act like we are on live.
Which one is hi?
Oh, yes.
You don't
Oh
say
my
hi,
God.
bestie. Daddy, you don't want them to know that we are besties.
Let them know. I beg you. Let them know. Okay, so Nigeria is not happening to your voice now.
Nigeria is happening to everybody.
Everybody.
It is well. It is well. We'll be
You only get
fine. So let's
better.
quickly get to meet you. Let's start with Lara.
Okay.
So
My
let's
name
meet
is
you. What do you do?
Omolara.
Who are you? Okay.
Okay. My name is Omolara, and I am the creative director for Magnifico Event Solution and also the Palm Wine Guru. So I'm an event designer,
Yeah.
and I sell local wines for a living. The correct one, freshly tapped.
The palm
In
wine
Abuja.
itself.
You're looking for palm wine in Abuja. She's your plug and she's your go-to person. Okay. So let's meet Bestie too.
Hello. Hi everyone. Okay, my name is Margaret. I'm the CEO. I'm the face that everyone knows behind Maggie Yellow Flower. Also the face behind Abuja Party Rentals.
Yeah.
So most people don't really know that. They just know Maggie Yellow Flower, but this is the face behind Abuja Party Rentals. Also,
Interestingly, I knew you as Abuja Party Rentals for a long time. I think it was very recently I stumbled on
yeah.
your Maggie Yellow Flower. I didn't know that you had that volume of work done already. Well done. Amazing stuff. So it's been interesting working in this industry. So we're just going to be chatting about what it's like to be a stylist, an event stylist. So when people talk about styling events, many brides just think of the bridal stylist who makes their dresses, what their bridesmaids would wear, what the groom and his team would wear. But styling is beyond that. So you guys have been styling event venues for a while. So we're going to talk about your experience dealing with brides, your good experiences, the experience that gave you the most joy. Let's start from that, then we'll now go to the other one so we can learn from your other experiences. So what would you describe as the best experience yet in your years of styling events venues?
Okay, so are you starting with me?
Anybody can start because at this rate,
Oh
anyone
yeah,
who has
Margaret,
inspiration.
open the floor. I came early.
Okay. What can I say? My experiences have been so far with the brides I've had. Though they've been awesome. I've had good
Mm.
listeners, people who you would say, "Oh, I don't think this would work. Let's try this. I think it's better." And also, I've been blessed to also have brides who have good friends, who when you say, "Okay," and these are the things I think you should do, they will say, "Oh yes, that's true. I concur." So I've had those good experiences. Yes.
What's your favorite experience so far? What experience makes you smile each time you remember? I know mine. Like I have one that each time I remember, I just sit down and smile.
Okay. I had this bride that at, convincing her to use a hall. At first, it was like, no, you can't do hall. Oh, it has to be my father's compound and all. And raining season. If you know anything about raining season in Abuja, when it rains, pours. When she finally agreed, funny enough, it didn't rain that day. It didn't rain, but she was happy. The things that she did not expect that I would do, I went the extra mile. I put up some things that she didn't pay me for. It turned out well. So I remember that bride because she was so surprised and she was like, "Oh, you did all this for me. Thank you. I love it." For me, that was the icing on the cake. Every time someone says, "I love it," and I remember that I made someone smile. So it's not just one experience. It's all the experiences where sometimes they even call you to say, "Oh, that your decor, it was awesome. Love it. It was fantastic."
Yeah. Okay, Omolara.
Okay, I've had a lot of experiences with brides, like a lot. For me, event styling is connecting, so I tend to have to connect with them first. So you find out that a bride comes to me and we have I have never had someone who, I don't know the word you're using, is a very difficult kind of brides. I don't have them. God has never sent them my way, and I don't pray He will. The only thing is we can agree, disagree, learn, then come back and be on it and be on the same page. So I a client, and the client tells you, okay, this is what we want, this is really what I want, the basics. You just have to outdo yourself. For each event, I try to outdo myself. So at the end of the day, the bride is saying that, oh my God, this is not what you said you're going to do. You did more than what I even paid for. You know, the look on their face gives me satisfaction that yes, I am actually doing something gone beyond what she expected. Sometimes, yes, the money is like paramount, but sometimes it's not about the money. It's about who attends the event and see what you have done and aftermath and the image and the good things you've done for the client at that time where you guys were actually talking and having briefings and having meetings. There was an event I had, particularly there was an event I had in April. The lady found me through a friend. My friend referred me, and the first time she saw me, I know she wasn't like, "Oh, I want to go all out with this girl," but we just connected. I also said she told me I also said it's gonna come now to see. And 700 guests or 500 guests, and I thought we had like almost 1,000 guests at the venue. But he didn't look it. It was more or less like, "Oh, Lara, thank you so much for doing this." So I get to connect to my own clients. Like we find a ground, and I try to connect with them. So after the event, it's not basically about the event anymore. It's about just making the day come true, no matter all the hurdles that we'll go through. The show must go on, and we have to do the best. So that's how it is for me. And
Nice,
God has
nice.
been helping.
Well done. Network was a bit funny, but I think I could make out most of what you said at that in that comment. So God has helped you. It's not just about getting the money, it's about connecting with the bride and understanding what they want and being able to interpret it. So one question I have, what are questions you wish the bride had asked, or what areas do you feel like brides are not usually very explicit enough when it comes to their decor or styling? In what
Okay.
areas?
I think first of all, they would not truly tell you the number of guests they're expecting.
Exactly.
They all just go about 300 to 400 guests. And at the end of the day, prior a day to the wedding, if possible, you would hear them coming to the venue or telling you that, please, we need to add extra chairs.
Yes.
We need to do this and we need to do that. Will this happen? So I don't know. I don't know if it's an intentional thing, but it happens with all brides. You say, I don't know. You know, I'm not the only one. My husband is there. Don't worry. You hear, oh, it's strictly by invite. And another day, the whole hall is full. And you're like, where did this people come from? How did they hear? You know? So that's it. Then if you have a bride who her family are trying to get involved really in it, you know, a bride will not want to go on her own. Probably a friend, sister, and she doesn't want to be the one to actually talk. She has a spokesperson.
Spokesperson.
That's the one, right? The spokesperson. There's usually a little bit of back and forth and misinformation. Then the third one that I would say, when you have a planner in the middle and the planner is not trusting you enough, your planner is a middle person. The planner should always have a three-way call. If she doesn't want you to talk to the client directly, there should be a meeting with you, the planner, and the client. There is something the planner can never interpret to you. The client has it. They would not tell the planner directly. The planner will not interpret it to you, who is the stylist. So you need to hear from the mouth of the client herself. Express what she's saying. Because for me, if I hear what you're telling me, I would know what is likely to what you're expecting. But if it's just what the client is saying, the planner, she says she wants this. I'm like, please, can I talk to this person? Can I come here and have a conversation with this? Even if it's just a call, what do you call it? A conference call, or actually come out to actually tell us the number of guests, and you have a spokesperson that wants to be the mouthpiece.
That's usually the problem. That spokesperson for me is usually the problem.
So I think network is swallowing the remaining words that you are saying.
True. That's usually for me. That's the problem, because you see sometimes if you have a spokesperson that is always like, oh no, I don't think you should do this. Maybe in her head, in her mind, she wanted a decorator, or she had a friend. You know, some of them always have one friend that they feel that should have been the decorator, and then they try
Exactly.
to micro.
Benchmark all the time.
Yes, it then becomes a problem, because this person is saying, oh, I don't think this is fine. Meanwhile, you and the bride, people have discussed, oh, you have agreed. Then one person just comes out and says, oh, I'm the bride's cousin from another third generation that came to, and just comes and says, and tells the bride,
I'm a
especially maybe
decorator in Lagos.
yes, this one,
Yes, and
definitely
they'll tell
for
you they
me.
have history of events.
Yes, they always have histories of events, and it's funny. Where were you when we started this conversation? They always come the day of the day, a day to the wedding, and they'll be the one telling the bride that this place is not fine, it's not looking like it should look. So for me, I always ask because me, I don't like to stress my head. I hope I'm not going to be micromanaged. And everybody
Mm.
and says, no, don't worry. I said no, because me, I don't like, if you know that there's somebody that needs to work with me, we have to all work together starting now. We have to blend, because if you come the day of my event, my decoration, it takes the grace of God all the time anyway. When you see them, to just be quiet and just hear them out and say, okay, let's even hear what is your own idea, because since this person now listens to you, because you then start hearing the bride is already having a meltdown because for her it's not looking like what she wants. Then
But
you
you've
see
not
that
finished
number.
deco.
Sorry?
You've not finished setting up. So how would it look like what you want?
You have, but they are the spokesperson that goes to tell the client that what's for.
This part of you've not finished your decor that you
They'll
just
just
talked
come
about,
and say, is this
that
what you
happens to
told them?
me severally. You
I
know, if you're having
don't think it's
is not. If you're having an event, especially when it's outdoor and it's a traditional marriage and it's in the compound of the family of the bride, but it's like they don't, first of all, they don't actually know the brief. They don't know what you have in a mood board. They are not the one that paid you. They don't know whether the event is even a budgeted one. They don't know what the client already said she wanted and what she can afford. They just come into the next thing. The planner just called me and said, about this thing, and I'm like, I don't understand. I'm not done what? My thing is there. We are almost even done with our decor. He said, the bride's auntie told the bride we have not done anything. And I told the planner, do you believe that by this time, when it's almost 11 o'clock, I won't have done anything? She said she knows that, but you know how aunties can be. Those aunties, God will forgive them. So she now called her bride and told her that, please, you're in a hotel. Don't worry. Tell someone to do a video. When the person did a video, she said, well, that is what I told the planner that I want. Something is being done. So why did the auntie say? They say, she just thought that this is not supposed to be all. Apparently, our client lives in the US, in the UK, and she wanted something simple. Her traditional marriage was supposed to be a modern one, just a floral backdrop, a seat, and a cabana design. That's all, with candles or not. Like, she has specifications. But her auntie excited to see the traditional mats, traditional this, traditional that, and in her mind she's like, I'm not seeing anything, only a box. But you are not the bride. Bride had a specification. Do you get? So that's what it is. It usually comes that way. Those extra people that come from Lagos and other places, and they've been in events.
But does that not affect your creativity?
Like the Lagos people that come, they just do that. Abuja people don't know the decor, so they'll now come and say, "This is what it is." The other, I think, for me, it's not really a problem. It's when they say you tell me that you have 100 guests or 150, and then at your event you're asking me, can we fit in more chairs? How can we?
It happens all the time.
And then they will now tell you that you can shock in chairs. One other person will be there telling you that you can shock in chairs. Yeah, no, they don't need decor. Just shock in the chairs, not knowing that you're already scattering my design. So yeah,
I'm telling you.
What time? Most times I normally do. I say, you know what? In the morning we'll bring more chairs. Before they come, I've already taken pictures.
Taking your pictures and videos, yeah.
Yes. Then whatever extra chairs they want to put, we'll put the chairs. Because if you finish talking in the morning, by the time you say you're not doing it, they will tell you that don't worry, they will put it, they will manage. Even by the side where we need to fit in more people. You now see a hall that capacity is 500. You are doing 700 inside.
Yeah.
Because they are shocking more people and forgetting that health-wise.
It's basically like an every. We want to be very small.
And they don't remember because
you hear our guest is 50 guests. That's 5 tables for 10 people, right? Some will say that's what we have. Don't worry. Just bring the double canopy, so double room. Just tell us what people can cover. And at the end of the day, you're seeing 100 people. I have called Margaret several. Please, can we get? How they are, like, fine, just they don't know their number, they don't know the exact number of guests. Very few events, you see the exact number of guests are actually the ones seated.
So I'd done a wedding before that was supposed to be strictly by invitation. Then the father of the bride, the night before the wedding, now sends a WhatsApp broadcast.
That
event, venue, and everything to his friends. So when they realized what daddy had done, in the morning, they now call SOS, please, can we get 200 chairs? I said, you say 200 chairs? That's like a full hall. That's a new hall. He said, yes. Well, is it possible? I said, we booked for a hall that seats 300. You have, okay, so this is one thing I do. When a client tells me that they are expecting 200 guests, I try to ensure that the hall seats at least 300 because I want to give allowance for their last minute surprises because they would always come. And this is Nigeria. You need to accommodate them before you are, because at the end of the day, what they call you is unprofessional. they don't remember that they themselves
They're
have
the
been
one
unprofessional.
doing the last minute, yes.
We have a
Doing a last
contract.
minute
You are the
request.
one that told me that you wanted 200 guests. Last minute, you're coming to me to say that, oh, they are now 250. 250, because once they know that a table sits 10, they say it's just 5 tables now. Let's try and look for where to put
Mm,
them. 5
mm.
tables, not just, it's almost a hall on its own. You're talking about another setup altogether. So it's not just about the money for table setting and all that. It's about being coordinated for during the event. So one question, how do you get your creativity? Because sometimes brides will send you pictures, but most of the time you don't want to photocopy those pictures out to the brides again. You want to tweak something or the other. Where do you get inspiration from, apart from Pinterest? For those of you who use Pinterest.
Okay, see, you see this inspiration thing. For me, I think it varies. Yes, it varies. Okay, for brides, I have an event at the end of the month, and the bride specifically told me what she wants for her installation. I would not lie to you. I can't do anything apart from what she wants, but I can add a little twist to it to make it my own and not where she got it from, because I don't even know where she got it from. So that usually happens. And then sometimes that you have bargains with the clients and you tell them you're going to repeat a design, and they will say, okay, because or probably they are looking at a budget and they don't want to now start building a new design for them. That works. But when it comes
Mm.
to being creative, you get inspiration acts from anywhere. It doesn't Most people, if you look at it these days, we have event stylists almost having some similar kinds of design. It's not because they want to have similar kind of design. It's basically because where we live in and the world that we live in, we practically have to see almost the same kind of a thing. And if you won't want to think out of the box too much, people might want to see that it's going to cost extra money. But if you're trying to work within the budget of what the client is telling you they have, you would have to curb it and find something a little bit more modest to add to your creativity. Do you get? So for me, I would not lie that sometimes, apart from Pinterest, which everybody knows, sometimes you can just be driving and you will just see. I have actually found an inspiration from a pole. I was
Mm.
driving on my express one day on my left. I saw the pole and I was like, oh my god, I can do a design with this, but let's get a client that will pay us so we can do something like this. In all honesty, and usually, event styling has to do with art. So in any way you can add art to whatever you're doing, it is a design. You're being creative. You're not doing the regular. You're not if event stylist A, her flowers were all roses, and you event stylist B, you decide to use long stem flowers to do something similar to what it is. It will give a different effect. Margaret, am I not
Yeah,
right? It will
that's
bring a
true.
different effect. If you notice that over time and what we have now in our modern event styling, most people like just use roses and roses. But hello, the small gist is long stem are beautiful. What happened to long stem flowers as centerpieces? What happens? It doesn't have to be roses that are just put together and a lot of them are there. But you can actually allow I'll tell my staff, let the flower breathe and let them fly. Let them just go up and down and you have them long. CNI is here, she knows. I like long stem a lot. It's part of my creativity because I want to actually do something different from what every other person see people doing. She gets so you get creativity from anywhere. You can just be driving, you will see, you can be in your house and in your head, you draw it. Yes, I have a drawing sheet that you can just do some things. And when you're telling your team to work, especially maybe your carpenters and all, you just draw what you have in mind. They might be telling you that no, my it can't work that way, but tell them, let's try it. At the end of the day, you're trying a new design. It might not turn out that way. Then you guys can now add a twist to it. Then the twist will now come out more. So that's for me.
So sometimes some things get tweaked at the venue.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, because by the time you visualize it in your head, then when you're at the venue, you're looking at it, you're like, oh my god, it's not giving the effect that you want. So okay, let's add something to it. Your team can even tell you that, oh my, what do you think if we do this way? And you yourself say, okay, let's try it this way. And before you know, you're getting something else from what you won't propose and what you've actually shown the client. But you know, clients, they won't actually now tell you, oh, this is not what I ordered, but what I got. In their mind, it is beautiful, there's light on it, everything is set now.
And everybody's happy.
Yes.
Where do you get inspiration from for your creativity? Because I know you're a very creative person.
I am a
Actually,
pastor.
my husband.
Okay, I like that. I like that
I
angle.
get creativity from God. But in all honesty, apart from Pinterest, that after you have already caught us by saying don't come and mention Pinterest here. The truth is, I
hole.
my friends. Lara knows she does not have choice. I call my friends, not just Lara. There's Bills. There's so many of us. I call them and say, I want to pick your brain. This is what I'm doing. What do you think? And someone is saying, no, don't do this. Do that. You
Do
see,
that,
that's
yeah.
where that collaboration comes in for me. I can talk to you and show you that this is what I'm designing. What do you think of it? And then for me, that's it. Then also, just the same way, I've gone through. Okay, last week I was doing a baby shower. They actually wanted a raffia basket. We couldn't get exactly what everything was looking like. All the raffia baskets I saw were looking like traditional wedding, and this was supposed to be a modern baby shower. As I was just passing, going towards the police station, I just saw this guy selling clay pots and all. That's how I saw one. It was exactly what I imagined that it would be. I just told the guy that I'm buying this. I want it. And that was how I got it. And it worked well. Everyone thought it was a traditional piece, a modern piece, but it was actually a traditional piece. So sometimes it can just be your everyday lifestyle, something that you're seeing. But most of the times, me, I used to pick people's brain. No, let me know, like, E.G.
It's
Lara.
okay.
Everybody picks everybody's brain. You can't. I just think that it is.
Okay, Omolara is frozen, so I guess is it my network?
No. Someone was trying to reach out to me.
Okay. Okay, so we can agree that everybody picks brain at somebody else.
Hmm?
Either from between your colleagues or whether between
Yes, you call your
colleagues
colleague.
or
You
your
just
staff.
run it by them to find out if what you're doing, what you're about to do, would actually make more sense. And you find out that your colleague is telling you, "Might go to say, Lara, do you think this will work?" And I'm like, you say, sis, don't do it that way. I think you should do it this way. I think this will work better. And that's the way we share ideas. You don't know it all. You can't even.
Yeah.
It's a broad. Event selling is actually very broad. So
You can't know everything. Okay, I won't go into the details of event styling right now, but I want us to talk about colors.
Okay.
So how do brides pick colors? How do you recommend that brides should pick their colors for their events?
me, I don't recommend colors for
Why is
brides.
everybody
I
quiet?
only just tell them. Can you hear me? I personally don't
Yeah, I can hear
recommend
you now.
colors for my bride. I don't recommend colors for my bride, but I personally just share an idea with them. If you tell me that my color is pastel or true, I'll tell you, yes, we can do pastel, but we need a base color, which can be white or black. Do you understand? So we need a base color. Bride, though, we need a base color. Pastel colors are not base colors. And we also need a bright color. You cannot just have all pastel and not have one color that will actually be a base color that will actually pop out and make the mix look well. Some of these brides, they might just have, what is trending is what they're going for. I think in the month of August now, it might be, there was a time emerald green was everywhere. It was emerald green, emerald green. Then there was a time it was basically, what's the name of this other color? Oh Jesus, I've forgotten the name of the color. But sometimes emerald is usually pink. In the time of
Onion
this
at
year,
one time.
one onion, this kind of color, it's purple. Some of them don't even just take their favorite color. If you ask them, what do you have a favorite? They say, no, my favorite color. Okay, let me use my friend as an example. When she was getting married in May, her favorite color is blue. So I had to do all shades of blue. But I added a base color, which is white. Like I had to do sky blue, royal blue, and periwinkle blue, which is family of pastel blue, then white, because that's her color. When it was her child, she said her and her husband, their color, yeah. check interest. You see periwinkle blue. When it was for the child, she said husband's favorite, so we have to go with, we can't have it all. Her husband's favorite color is mint green. I think so, yes, mint green or so. Yes, not teal green, mint green. So in the case of mint green, I looked at what can we add to mint green. I found out that gold would go with better. So that was the mix for me, and I added brown. So you see, it's when they tell you this, it is now left for you to look for what can actually go with it. If they tell you, oh, it's just, you cannot just go and make everywhere look mint green. It doesn't even show that it doesn't even show that you are taking out of the box for the client, because they just know that, oh, this is what I want. If a client comes to tell you that my color is yellow, sun yellow, green yellow, something yellow, do you get all those yellows? And you're not telling that, oh, yes, we can do it yellow, and everybody's in the hall and everybody's looking yellow.
With their shredding.
Tell them that, okay, please, can we just pick a shade of this yellow or 2 shades of yellow? Then let's add this one to it. It's either we do silver to yellow or we do gold. But we know that gold do not go. Let's do silver with it, because silver is crystal. Do you get? So when brides are picking colors, some of them don't actually know exactly the colors they want. But they know the color. Let me just say, okay, let me say they know the color, but they don't know the mix of what the decor colors will be. Modern day designs, the color is orange, wine, emerald green. Find out the decorator will not even do any of those colors. It has happened. That has happened to me. That happened severally. You go to the wall and you see them wearing their anko. When the decorator is doing maybe something else, maybe nude, and she might just pick one of that color, or not pick the color at all, because she needs to look for what suits and what will pop out the decor. There's some colors that would never pop out the decor. Everywhere will just look like, oh my God, what is this? I've been in a shrine. So when it comes to color, when they tell me the color, all I just do is I try to look at the color. If it doesn't blend, I get back to them and tell them, please, I think this would not blend, but this would blend.
Okay, but the challenge is that sometimes they are speaking to so many decorators at the same time. So I try not to give as much.
For colors. No. Sorry to cut you, sis. For colors, if we're talking about colors, it's because we already have a deal. Well, by the time we are doing negotiation, we are not talking about colors. I don't care about your color. Negotiation has to do with what I'm bringing to the table, my deliverables. Do you understand? That is how I work. It is not when you are telling me about I'm telling you about, I won't ask you your colors at the time of my deliverables. No, I don't do that. I do that after when I have the money in my account. Then we cannot talk about your colors and all. When it's time for us to talk, deliverables, your venue, what can work, how many numbers of people, what I am bringing to the table, and what you're offering me. So I don't talk about colors at that time. I talk about colors after when we already have a deal. So if they're talking to other decorators, then it means we are not having a deal. We've not had a deal at that time. I don't even bring colors to the table at that time, because color is actually one of the very little things. It is a major thing, but at the time of negotiation, it's very mild.
Yes, because for me, for us to start talking about color, it means that there's money in my account to have seen money. Then I
Yes,
cannot
now.
start running around and saying, okay, this one won't work. Oh, this color is not going together. No, it can't work. We have to look for something, like Lara said. We have to look so. And me, I usually don't choose color, because when they tell you any color, then tomorrow it's like a week to the event. After you have done your mood board, done your design, somebody is now telling you that, oh, my mom says that we are using the acid green and olive orange. And then you're asking yourself, why didn't you think of this when we started? So when they start saying, no, I don't have color, I say, okay, ask your friends, ask your family members. Let's start choosing your colors. That is after you have paid me. So there's no misunderstanding in our story that I'll now start searching and doing all the work.
Colors for you, then you know now you
color.
No. When I say no. Okay, so when I say advising brides on color, I don't mean telling them is to use yellow and blue or orange and burnt orange and lilac or something like that. No.
You're telling
when they now,
what is
because okay, the way I operate, I have a form that you fill before we start talking money. items on that form is I need to know the colors that you intend to use. So once we now close the deal and we have a contract, then we now start talking about which colors would work with whatever it is that are your primary colors. Because I always call them primary colors. So if you give me, like, there's a bride for I think November, and she said her colors are teal blue and fuchsia pink. Until I hear background,
those are two bright colors. Those are two bright colors that when they clash, you are having. I don't know the word to use.
So I need to blend it with a color. I know that. Yeah.
You have to.
But like you said, if I don't hear background,
to set the colors for the other one, one has to actually be the base color. Don't look for a base color that can blend with both of them, and don't use all of them all at once.
No, we use only one color, and then we'll blend with other colors. I can't use teal green and pink in one deco. I'll be looking like masquerade when it's not
on the pink. If it's blush pink,
so let's assume that this conversation we are having.
Yes, we are listening to you, Margaret.
No, I said let's assume that all these conversations about color is after they have paid money. Not that we're having. So now we are now back. So let's say in our assumption in this meeting now, what we are saying is after they have paid you money, we are choosing colors. For me, you're having teal blue or menene and pink, fuchsia pink. One has to go. You can't do the two.
One has to
get a base color. And then now pick one of the colors. It doesn't have to be the two colors because after all, they are wearing it in their uniform.
Yeah, sure.
So let's bring something else that will make all the colors shine. So if as their clothes, by the time the photographer is taking pictures, you understand what I mean? Everything is shining. You know that you now say, oh, because the client says teal blue and fuchsia pink, you now see somebody trying to infuse the two of them. How?
And I've even had clients who, even though their colors are bright, they could tell me that for the wedding, they want it all black. I've done an all white, I've done an all black deco because they have...
I said something like that earlier. Sometimes it doesn't have to even go with the event at all. Like whatever they're wearing can be all pink and the decor color is purple. Shades of purple.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it doesn't have it's I think that's why I said the colors go with the trend. It goes with the trend. And if the wedding is a team wedding, then you will see if you're doing a traditional wedding, we all know that traditional wedding has to go with emerald green. We just have to work with greens. But these days, someone will tell you they want a modern traditional marriage. And in modern traditional marriage, they want to even have orange in it. They want to have. So you will have to see if you're going to blend greens in it. It doesn't speak of it as a modern, as a modern traditional marriage decor. Yeah, so basically for colors, it doesn't have to go with, because our Shebi color is gray. The event I had in June, the lady loved gray a lot. But I looked at it and I was like, ma, and she was not in the country. Her friend was exercising for her. And I told her that, ma, this gray that you want. But you know what we did? We put the gray in her cake. She said that she couldn't find her way in the decor. We threw the gray to the cake. So her cake was gray, shades of gray. There was light gray, black gray, whatever gray was on the cake. So she still had her gray, but not gray.
But you had your way with the other colors.
You want to work with blush pink, you want to work with brown and nudes and all. So we had to pick a base color because it was a traditional marriage and a white wedding all at once, 2 in 1.
Wow. Nice. So it's been nice chatting with you all. Nice having this conversation because I'm sure it will help. I'll repost and I'm sure one bride or the other would be blessed or would learn a thing or two from these conversations. Any last words from any of you?
Margaret, please go first.
Are you joking here? Okay, I think I've told you, let me be spiritual. There's nothing like last word. I shall never be last in Jesus' name. Don't be telling me.
Pastor Mrs. I will not kill me.
Anyways, I just think that for colors, brides, please be helping us. Don't be going to Pinterest, because most times I see that a lot of times everybody knows Pinterest. So you just go there. You go and pick one color from Pinterest that is not in existence in Nigeria, and then they expect you to go and look for that color. So most times, like I tell you, if you like, give me 7 colors. My own is I'm not using your 7 colors. I have a base color and I pick one color and I run with it.
Yes.
So Sam says,
So
it's a judgment.
it's
Help me
not
ask
last
them,
word.
is it
We are
judgment?
sorry.
I say, Orimiko, there shall be
There is
no
no
last
last
word in
word.
Jesus' name.
Okay.
It's saying okay, we are rounding up.
Okay, how do you
For
round?
me, so, it's saying okay for me, the only thing for the colors is when a bride comes and you guys you've had your share of your money in your account, and you want to now talk about colors after talking about deliverables. We just need to educate them.
Yeah.
Some of them actually don't even. They just know that there's a color that's trending. Some of them will tell you my husband's color, my wife's color, my mom's favorite color. I have changed a wedding color in 2 days to the traditional marriage. The mother of the bride said, "No, we can't do this. Let's add this." And I said, "Okay, mommy, you know what we would do? We would not remove that one that your daughter wants. We will add your own." And we added orange. And it came out well. Do you understand? So it's just for you to educate them. By the grace of God, I've not had clients who are troublesome, who would not listen, or who would not even say, "Okay, let's take what the specialist is saying, since this is what she does for a living." So over time, you just let them understand that, okay, ma, I know you love this color a lot, but this color cannot pop. This is the one that would pop. But when they see that, oh, this is what they want, then you have to find a way around it. It's not in your accessories that you're using on the table settings or on the stage to make it. If someone tells you that her favorite color is black, know that you're using crystals or gold as accessories for her. You, as the event stylist, must find a way, come out victorious, and make it shine when the lights are on it.
So it's a win-win.
You just need to educate them, pamper them to come around and understand that your color would shine too. But this one is
not a fight
shine more.
because it's your wedding, but you can also tell them that I don't think these colors will work. Can we try something else? Can you just let me show you? And sometimes when you show them that, look at these 2 colors, you see how they go well together. Sometimes I also try to do this thing. I do a mini demo and I send it to them that, look at these 2 colors. Now look at your own color that you have chosen. You see how this is not working out. So like Lara said, it's all about education. Sometimes they don't really know that these things are not working, especially when they go to Pinterest and they bring different colors and come. So it's now for you to now educate them that, okay, you know what? We are going to have this color, but we are going to pick this color. Sometimes I even put a touch of the other color on the flowers. But I already know my base color is going to be that white or gold, depending on the primary color I'm using. But that's your color. It's just going to be a touch. Sometimes it could even be light so that everything doesn't clash and then you're looking like new masquerade.
And nobody is saying, the colors actually are very important. Actually, when it is the day of the event, people would come into the hall and I'm like, oh, we like this calm color. But in the color, everything is fighting. Yellow is fighting orange. Orange is fighting green. It should not look as if, oh, you're in a masquerade. What is happening here? Then lighting people will now bounce light. You'll be seeing green, red.
Those ones, I just feel like they're enemy of progress.
It is not like God. Who is this? The only thing you hear is, who is this decorator? The only thing you be hearing is, who is this decorator? There's a light person. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's the truth. So for them, you need to educate them on it. If possible, have a seat with them, have a conversation with them. Let it be in a recording or in chat or something that you explain to them that this your color cannot work this way. We need to add this to it and all. And you say that you have a beautiful event and you're styling and you're smiling as you're styling. Not that you're styling and you're grumbling and saying, God, which kind of crime is this one? This kind of color, we know that. What's in the fight here? Thank you for being on.
douse with white. But thank you so much for coming on board. I'm so grateful. It was nice having this conversation with you guys. I
Thank
enjoyed
you
it.
for
I'm sure
having me.
somebody would, whether you are a stylist or you are a bride, I'm sure you've learned a thing or two that would help with your planning for your big day. So thank you so much, Omolara and Margaret, for coming on board. I'm sure if I call you again next time, you won't have conversations with me, right?
That'll be
I
fine.
think so. We enjoyed the section. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, guys. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you
Bye.
next
Bye,
week.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you, everybody. See you on Saturday.